Number 3.
My lord, I am appearing on behalf of the applicants who
Lord, I appear
made
for the
an
Madrasah service.
application for intervener. Now we are the aggrieved party. If the petitioner's prayers are allowed, we will be excluded from the entire zone of consideration. Lordship, my application is on board. Lordship, can it be taken up first? This is an attempt. Belatedly, they have challenged the corriendum dated 12 June 2023 in 2025.
Wait. You are appearing for?
Before my letter starts, we are the beneficiary of the order passed by the Coordinate Bench.
Okay.
They have challenged that we have filed and we have taken up application for addition of officers in the form. May I request your lordship, can it be taken up tomorrow so that I can circulate the copy of the application for addition of party upon.
What is the matter?
The only issue involved is that the person not having requisite qualification on the date of application, lad, so that he can participate. In this case, lad, these people doesn't have lad, training qualification as on the date of application. They were allowed to participate. That is my challenge in this situation.
By virtue of the order of the court.
Well, may I?
Not really.
There are two aspects. On one aspect, I believe
you didn't have the qualification on the date of training qualification.
Yeah, qualification ongoing.
You didn't have the training qualification on the date of making application.
Yes.
But you were permitted to participate in the selection process. Now, Mr. Ahmed's the petitioners are the candidates who had the training qualification on the date of making application.
I must make it clear that he was allowed to participate in the teacher eligibility test, which is permissible. In terms of guideline of NCT, everybody is eligible to participate in teacher eligibility test who is pursuing B.Ed or training qualification. But unless he have the qualification of training, he cannot participate in the selection process. That's my point.
So TET, they can participate.
Yes, always. That's the guideline.
Yes, but in the selection process,
They cannot.
SLST, they cannot.
Unless relaxation is there in terms of 2023 Act, rather Section 23 of the Act.
But they were permitted to participate.
Yes.
In the
And
recruitment.
my lord,
Yes, Mr. Chatterjee, your case is?
Allowed us.
my lord, my case is similarly placed with Mr. Bari's case, my lord. We are the beneficiary of the notification corriendum dated 12 June 2023. My lord, my first point would be that 2023 corriendum, June 2023 is challenged in 2025 when the commission is probably going to start the recruitment process. This is a clear attempt to stall the entire recruitment process, my lord. 2023 corriendum, they should have been aware about this and challenged it at that
You
point.
have made an application for
Yes,
addition.
my lord, my application is on board today.
But no application is there on record.
Can one, my lord? It's can one.
Can
Your can, but this is appearing in the cost list. Can 1 of 2025?
Yes, my lord.
You দিয়েছো কেন তাহলে? ওই যে হ্যাঁ? কোথায় NF? The Northern Frontier হতে পারে।
may I, there are
Can you take it tomorrow?
that is
Let me have a glance of the issue.
yes, there are
So that I can think
right.
about this.
There are two aspects. On one aspect, I believe the writ petitioners are legally right. I also had a talk to the secretary. Whole concept of TET and everything is up to class 8. Because NCT elementary education is defined, it is for 14-8. So far as 9, 10, 11, 12, that recruitment, it is straightaway main. There is no TET and there cannot be any such notifications by which pursuing B.Ed could be eligible or could appear. So therefore, conclusion is for 9, 10, 11, 12, anyone who is not having the qualification by 19th of June 23, cut-off date in the advertisement, not eligible at all. One aspect. But I have said to the secretary, why not give a newspaper publication so that instead of any confusions, it would be clear cut. So this part, whoever is making the submissions, they are right. And we can give a newspaper publication on that. That if it is for 9, 10 and 11, 12, and if you do not have the B.Ed qualifications within the cut-off date, you cannot.
The judgment of the Supreme Court.
There are. Well, this is.
Mondol.
Yes. There are.
Yes.
It's now question comes below that.
Because on the cut-off date, you must have the
Correct. But
qualification.
that's the fundamental.
That is fundamental.
No, but here why there is the dilutions? So far as the appearing in the TET is concerned, there the NCT guidelines allows a person who is pursuing B.Ed. Now there is an order by the Honorable Justice Vishwajit Basu, and in one of the matters, your lordships also endorsed that. So for TET, they can be allowed. Now once
That is in terms of NCT
Exactly.
norms.
right in terms of the NCT norms. Now the next question will be, if they're allowed in the TET and if the main examination just thereafter, should they be allowed? I think it's a very substantial, good question, needs a proper answer by your lordship. Matlab they
TET is a first step.
yes.
Unless until
Correct.
you are TET qualified,
Right.
you cannot participate in main
Now,
examination.
question is if the
Now it's like other eligibility. TET is one of the eligibility criteria.
yes.
Now, if you are not trained, you are not
Yes.
eligible.
Yes.
If you are not TET qualified, you are not
Yes.
eligible.
Yes. Now there are
So, for the purpose of achieving the eligibility criteria, that TET is required.
true. Matlab in fact that
Like
was
training qualification,
matlab they
like other basic educational qualification.
true. Matlab
So it is one of the criteria
to enter.
which is to enter
I
into
get
the
it.
arena
Yes.
of consideration.
And nothing beyond.
Nothing beyond.
Correct.
So if that be so, then why
May
in the case of 9,
may I-
10, 11, 12,
this is
this is
possible.
to be segregated?
So far as the 9, 10, 11, 12, so I say that it would be segregated, no difficulty. We will give a publication on that, no problem.
No, approach should be uniform from 5 to 12.
No, 5 to 12 may not be uniform. Why?
Because you are saying that from 5 to 8, there was TET.
Dilution
From
is
9 to 12,
yes,
no TET.
noted.
So how does it make any difference? Mr. Dhar?
The dilution in the eligibility criteria up to class 8 was because of the NCT guidelines.
No, I can understand.
Yes.
If eligible candidates
Yes.
having training qualification with TET qualifications are not available.
No, I have no difficulty. That is my stand that I am not going to allow anyone unless he gets it within time. But the point is, well, this is apparently it looks like very simple. It is not simple because there is a judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court in both way contrary. In case of kindly well forget the part of 8 plus, 8 below. So up to class 8, where TET is a requirement, there NCT has diluted by saying that if you are pursuing, you are eligible to sit in the TET examination. In that context, and there are some judgments, including one judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court, once they appear in the TET examination, what does it mean? Does it mean that unless they are qualified in the TET, they cannot enter in the main examinations? Answer could be yes or no, because I don't want to take a stand here and now, because that's the reason I suggested that let there be a judicial decision on that. And I shall be trying to, my lord, apprise your lordships with the judgments which could be both sides.
But so far 9, 10, 11 and 12,
That part
the
we
commission has permitted
commission was somehow
10 candidates on the cutoff date to participate.
Malad, on no,
On what basis?
Malad, that was absolutely. I began so far as the 9, 10, 11, 12. Today morning, I said to the secretary, go for a newspaper publication specifically saying that for 9, 10 and 11, 12, whatever was there in our advertisement, we made it clear. That's the cutoff date. And there was, I think, 19th of June was 23. That was the cutoff date. So anyone having got the B.Ed qualification by 19th of June, only they are eligible. So that there will be no confusion.
Yes.
So on that, lordships may not be requiring to enter into or deliver any judgment. But lordships
Up to class 8.
is up to class 8. Possibly, my lord, I think all of us would be assisting your lordships. Lordship delivers the judgments.
In
Keep it on a
this
particular.
petition, upper primary, including secondary, higher secondary, all
Malad,
candidates are there.
My lord,
Yes,
it-
Mr. Ahmed.
it looks like
Only it is confined to upper primary. So for 9, 10, 11, 12, this court need not
need not.
express its mind.
Lordship may record my submissions, so no difficulty. So
That, since the matter is being adjourned, page 109, let him take instruction on this. And
lordship may keep this matter on a particular date, my lord,
109,
because on this point,
appendix to the recruitment rules. Not clause 12.
page 100 and
Clause 12, essential minimum qualification as specified by NCT as amended from time to time on the date of advertisement.
my lord, NCT comes only up
This is
to
their own
8.
notification. This is their own notification for class 5 to 8. Let them not clarify this position whether they are following and how they are following.
No, that's the thing. That's the reason I said that we will clarify by that for 9, 10 and 10, 11.
Comes later. These are rules.
These are rules.
These are rules. And following this way, if you look at the text of the advertisement, page 166, 66 minute, first paragraph, last 2 lines is referring these rules only.
This is rules of 2023.
2023.
Just a minute. Stop. Selection and recommendation of persons for appointment and transfer to the post or teaching and non-teaching.
Yes.
2023.
I have
Yes,
an
then advertisement
advertisement at page minute. This is advertisement minute.
66.
66.
66.
This is the advertisement.
Yes, page 66.
Now, this advertisement was published on 13th May 2023.
Clause 16 at page
And that
68.
first
Page
paragraph,
66, where from you are
paragraph.
getting the date?
first date I have mentioned in my pleadings. It's not there in the
It's
advertisement.
a 13th May advertisement
Yes.
of
2023.
23.
yes, clause 16.
Yes.
First paragraph. At the advertisement, first paragraph,
Please place it.
West Bengal Madrasah Service Commission will conduct 7th SLST for recruitment in so and so numbers tentative in the non-government aided madrasa of West Bengal as per West Bengal Madrasah Service Commission recruitment, selection and recommendation of persons for appointment and teacher and transfer to the post of teachers and non-teaching staff 2023 that I have referred. And as per NCT guidelines.
For classes 9,
Yes.
10, then classes 11, 12,
all.
and TET advanced Arabic for classes 5 to 8.
And
So it is an issue relating to 5 to 8.
Yes.
Yes. Then
Now, can you see the reckoning date, age criteria of the application? 21 years as on 1st January 2023.
yes.
Then mode of selection, we refer to clause 2, page 67.
Yes.
First part is state, and then main examination. State is confined to this, and then main examination.
Yes.
And when if you takes up page 68, TET has been segregated. 68 clause 8. TET qualified candidates will be issued as per NCT guidelines and as per convenience of the West Bengal Service Commission.
Yes.
Lordship, then kindly read
Just a
16
minute,
also.
please don't interrupt.
Then clause 16, qualification will be
As on
the
date
last,
of application.
Yes.
that is their own advertisement. And in town,
What is the last date of application?
Well, I believe it is 19th of
19th.
June.
Where from you are getting?
we have needed. From the Kurijinam, I can. Yes. No, it was initially 12th June.
No, qualification will be as on last date of application. So what is the last date?
Well, 74.
Page 74.
Yes.
Last date of application. Extended up to 19 yes. Up to 19 June, it was extended.
19 June 23.
19 June 2020.
These are the basic facts to be clarified by the commission.
On the date of admission. So the main examination is over. Interview is over. Now what is the stage?
No, not over. Interview not over.
Not over. When the interview is going to take place?
They are yet to publish the final result of the on the main examination. And we have made what confusion arises only when
But this
that
is an
application-
interesting, I believe,
that,
you are appealing for the
69
respondent. This is an interesting point. Interesting in a sense, it requires Lordship's judgment on
Hear
that.
you, Mr.
Yes.
Mr.
No.
Mr. Dutta.
the difficulties arose at page 69, order of the coordinate bench, that some people approached this court since they were not allowed to participate in the TET. Those who are pursuing B.Ed. But since the NCT guideline permits them, so court records that and allowed them to participate in the TET. Now those persons are now claiming to be part of this selection. That's the whole difficulty. That's why we made, after the corrigendum, we made representation to them, the commission.
Now these persons who are permitted to participate in the selection, I'm asking all of you that who are permitted to participate in the selection process. Now without having training qualification on the cutoff date, because they allowed to participate in the TET, they allowed to participate in main. Now by this time they have acquired qualification
Yes.
Yes,
before participating
all of us.
main examination.
Yes.
And
When
that-
the TET was held, that is just before main.
January 28th.
I think just
24.
there is not much differences. And there is a 2021 judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court. Lordship has to see that because there is a possibility of interpreting it either way, little relaxed way or too technically. If one goes in overall, it looks like
Judgment of Shankar Mondol.
no, this is
division. No,
this is
Supreme Court initial judgment that on the cutoff date the candidate has to
but that is
obtain
well, that is the
qualification.
fundamental law. I think
From the
there
beginning,
is
have got
there is no quarrel. I think any of us.
Shankar.
That's no difficulty. Only quarrel would be because of that dilution and allowing in sit in the TET. Does
Does
it
it
mean
confer any right on?
yes, well, that's the point. In view of the one judgment of because one Onkar 2021-14 SCC, there the language of the Honorable Supreme Court was something that needs to be seen in a
That needs to be considered by
That-
this court at the
that
time
I-
of deciding the
yes,
point
yes.
which is involved here.
yes. And this is the short
Supreme
point.
Court
And the other
interpreted
may I just get one second. And the other issue, my lord, Lordship need not waste any time. We can sort it out by giving up applications for 9, 10, 11, 12. No question of dilutions. By cutoff date, if you have got the gear.
They are saying that 9, 10, 11, 12 is not the issue before me.
No,
So
I
what
think
is
in the
it?
prayers and everything, I could see that was there. Because if you read the writ petitions, then I don't see that it is like that. Because kindly see page 17.
Whatever they are in the advertisement, they cannot make any addition, alteration, or clarification they can always.
Yes, sir.
Because that will amount to change of.
Lordship, I have a submission, Lordship.
Heard in matter is heard. in presence of the
And Lordship may allow the rival parties. I believe it would be better that whoever losing or winning, they should be there before your Lordships to say whatever they have got to say.
in presence of the learned advocates representing the petitioners and West Bengal petitioners and the respondents. State is present and the respondents. Next paragraph.
That's the question.
It is contended by the learned advocate representing the petitioner that they participated in 7th state level selection test within bracket assistant teacher close bracket 2023 for being appointed in the post of assistant teacher in classes 5 to 8 in Madrasah.
Well, dates were 10 days difference, state and main examination.
Madrasah, and they are all trained candidates on or prior to cutoff date, that is 19 June 2023. Stop. It is alleged on behalf of the petitioners that candidates who did not have training qualification on or before cutoff date were allowed to participate in main examination along with the petitioners, though they are not eligible to participate in the recruitment process, in the aforesaid recruitment process, since they were not trained candidates on the aforesaid cutoff date. Stop. Next paragraph. It is further submitted that main examination is concluded, but result has not yet been published. Stop. Next paragraph. Mr. Ekramul Bari and Mr. Shobhosachi Chatterjee, learned advocates, have intervened on behalf of some of the candidates who were allowed to participate in 7th SLST within bracket 80-2023, though they did not have training qualification on or before cutoff date. So it is submitted that these candidates are eligible. These candidates ought to be declared eligible to participate in the selection process, since before taking part in main examination, they acquired training qualification. Stop. It is submitted on behalf of some of the candidates who did not have training qualification on or before the cutoff date, that applications for implement have been taken out, and these are not available on record today. Therefore, prayer for adjournment is made. Let the writ petition appear along with connected applications on on 25th March, next Tuesday, on 25th March 2020. 25th March, that was the position. On 25th March 2025, under the same heading.
Obliged.
Instruction led from the commission.
At this stage, they are coming with instructions. They are saying that from class 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, there is no dispute. So, Mr. Dhar has come with instruction. Further instruction is not.
My application. The affidavit of service on the last occasion